Ever get that feeling? Like you want to dive deep into something, really understand it, but without having to spend hours reading all these long articles.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like you're looking for that kind of shortcut to knowledge, right?
Exactly. Like a cheat sheet to being in the know. That's kind of what we're going for today, a deep dive into Java Burn.
Okay, so Java Burn, it's a supplement, right? Been seeing a lot about it lately.
Yeah. It's all over the place, making some pretty big promises. But the main thing is it's supposed to work just by adding it to your coffee.
Interesting. So just sprinkle a little something in your morning cup of joe and suddenly you're, what, like superhuman or something?
Well, maybe not superhuman, but definitely some big claims about boosting metabolism, helping with weight management, all that.
Okay, I'm intrigued. So what exactly are we looking at here? What kind of sources have we got for this deep dive?
Well, we've got a whole bunch of stuff. There's a transcript from a YouTube video, a couple of PDFs, one called javaburn11.pdf, real catchy title there, and another one is javaburn.pdf with a whole briefing document inside. Oh, and there's also an article titled Java Burn, Metabolism Boosting Coffee Enhancer.
Okay, so a good mix of information to sift through then. What's the mission for today's deep dive then? What do we want to pull out of all this?
Basically, we're trying to get to the bottom of what Java Burn actually is, how they're selling it, what it's supposed to do, all of that. And then, of course, see what these different sources actually say about it.
Sounds good.
No.
Let's break it down then. First things first, what is this stuff? Java Burn, what is it?
All right, so from what we've gathered, it's a powder, a supplement you mix into your coffee. Any kind of coffee, doesn't matter, hot or cold.
Okay. And they're marketing it as a natural supplement, right? For boosting your metabolism and helping you manage your weight.
Yeah, exactly. And the big thing is it's supposed to dissolve completely. Like you wouldn't even know it's there. No change in the taste or texture of your coffee.
No weird lumps or anything.
Nope, not from what they're saying. And one of the documents we have even mentions a patent pending formula.
Oh, patent pending, eh? So they're trying to make it sound like they've got some unique special blend.
That's definitely the vibe they're going for. But honestly, that doesn't tell us much about whether it actually works, does it?
Right. It's all about the ingredients and the science behind them. Patent pending sounds fancy, but lots of things get patents. Doesn't guarantee anything.
True enough. So let's move on to that then. What's actually in this stuff? The article, Metabolism Boosting Coffee Enhancer, seems to have a decent breakdown.
Yeah, it does. And they make a big deal about the fact that it's all natural ingredients. Vegetarian, gluten-free, non-GMO, the whole 9 yards.
Which, to be fair, is something a lot of people look for these days, right?
Oh, absolutely. People are way more conscious of what they're putting into their bodies. But let's get to the good stuff, how it supposedly works. They keep talking about this coffee synergy. What's that all about?
Yeah, that sounds kind of vague. Like what, the coffee and the Java Burn, they team up or something?
Yeah, basically. The idea is that the ingredients in Java Burn are supposed to work together with the natural stuff in your coffee, boost its effects. They say it leads to a bigger energy boost and more fat burning than you'd get with just coffee alone.
So it's not that the Java Burn is doing everything by itself. It's it supercharges the coffee,
Right, exactly. Like adding rocket fuel to something that's already got some kick. But what are those special ingredients then? What are they putting in this stuff to achieve that?
Well, one of the ingredients they highlight is chromium.
Okay, chromium, huh?
Yeah.
And what's that supposed to do?
They say it enhances something called insulin sensitivity. Basically, it means your body uses the sugar from your food better, more efficiently.
Oh, so it helps get the energy from the food into your cells faster, kind of thing.
Yeah, something like that. And that's supposed to be good for how your body deals with fat. Might help manage those cravings, too.
Wow.
And they say it's linked to fat burning directly.
Interesting. Definitely sounds like it could be beneficial for weight management, even blood sugar control, potentially. What else is in the mix?
Another one they talk about is L-Theanine.
L-Theanine.
Yeah.
Now, that's usually associated with relaxation, right? Like you find it in tea and stuff.
Yeah, but they say that even though it's relaxing, it doesn't make you drowsy. Instead, it's supposed to give you a more smooth, sustained energy boost. No jitters, no crash later.
Oh, I see. So it's kind of like balancing out the caffeine, keeping the energy up without the negative side effects.
Yeah, exactly. Which, let's be honest, who hasn't had that mid-morning slump after their coffee?
Oh, yeah, for sure. So this L-theanine is supposed to help prevent that. Makes sense.
No.
What else is in this magic formula?
Well, there's green tea extract.
Green tea. That's a classic, right? Tons of antioxidants. But what are they saying it does for Java Burn?
They're focusing on its potential to help with fat oxidation, which is basically how your body breaks down fat for energy. And they even say it could improve how you perform during exercise.
Interesting. But gotta say, while there's some research on green tea extract and all that, the actual impact it has, like how big of a difference it makes, that's something scientists are still debating.
Right, right. So maybe not a miracle worker on its own, but potentially part of a bigger picture.
Exactly. Then they also mention chromium picolinate. It's another form of chromium. But this one, they say it helps control your appetite. Something about regulating blood sugar levels.
Okay, so more help with the whole weight management thing. And of course, there's caffeine in there too.
Caffeine. Well, yeah. I mean, there's already caffeine in the coffee, right?
Right, but they say the extra caffeine from Java Burn works together with the coffee's caffeine, like boosts its effects even further.
Got it. Like doubling down on the caffeine. And they even explain thermogenesis, which is basically your body heating up to burn calories.
Yeah, they try to keep things simple, but basically they're saying that this mix of ingredients is going to make your body burn calories more efficiently when you drink your coffee.
Right. Make your morning coffee a fat-burning machine. That's the pitch. But let's talk about specifics. What are the actual benefits they're claiming you might experience?
Well, they've got a whole laundry list. The main ones are, like we talked about, a faster, more efficient metabolism, which they say helps you lose weight, especially in those, stubborn areas.
Ah, yes, the problem areas. Everyone's got them.
Exactly. They also say it'll give you more energy, better focus, make you feel less hungry, and just, improve your overall health and well-being.
Okay, so basically all the things you'd want from a supplement, right?
Pretty much.
Yes.
And actually, in one of those PDFs, there are people saying they've experienced exactly that, like more energy, better concentration after using Java Burn.
Oh, so they're using those personal stories, testimonials, as part of their marketing.
Yeah, definitely. The whole idea is they say you can turn your regular coffee into a weight loss tool.
Interesting. And they also talk about the antioxidant benefits, right? Tying it back to the overall health improvement idea.
Right, like it's doing double duty, helping you lose weight, and boosting your overall health at the same time.
Smart marketing.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got a good grasp of what they claim it does and what's in it, but let's switch gears a bit. How are they actually getting this message out to people? What's their whole marketing approach like?
Well, Earthy Cures, that's the company behind Java Burn, they really play up the natural angle. Like it's all natural ingredients, easy to add to your routine, no hassle.
Yeah, makes sense. Appealing to people who want a simple solution, something that fits into their life without big changes.
Exactly. And like we mentioned, they use a lot of customer testimonials, positive reviews, to build that trust and show it's worked for others.
Right, create that sense of, hey, if it worked for them, it could work for me too. But what about accessibility? If someone wants to try it out, where do they even get it?
Well, here's the thing. You can't just find it at your local grocery store or anything. They're very specific about that.
Oh. So how do you get your hands on this Java Burn then?
They say it's only available through their official online store, like straight from the source. And they even claim it'll never be sold anywhere else, online or in stores.
Interesting tactic. Makes it seem kind of exclusive, like you're getting it from a special place.
Yeah, definitely creates that feeling. Makes you wonder if it's all about control,
Yeah.
like controlling their brand, making sure they're the only ones selling it.
It could be that. Or maybe it's also about the whole customer experience. Like they want to make sure everyone's getting it directly from them, no middleman involved.
Yeah, that could be part of it too. But okay, so let's say you are interested, you go to their website. What about pricing? Do they have different options or what?
Oh, yeah, they do. Usually you can choose to buy 1 pouch, 3 pouches, or 6 pouches at a time. And like with most supplements you buy online, the more you buy at once, the cheaper it gets per pouch.
Makes sense. Bulk discounts.
Yeah.
And do they have anything like free shipping or other deals to sweeten the deal?
Yeah, often they'll throw in free shipping if you buy a larger package, which makes sense, encourages people to buy more. But okay, let's move on to something pretty important. What about the quality and safety of this stuff?
Right, that's a big one. Anyone thinking about trying this is going to want to know if it's actually safe, right? And if it's made to a decent standard.
Absolutely. And thankfully, they do address that. They state pretty clearly that Java Burn is made in the USA. And not just anywhere, in FDA-registered facilities.
Okay, that's a good sign. Shows they're at least operating under some level of oversight.
Yeah, definitely. And they also say these facilities are GMP certified. GMP, that stands for Good Manufacturing Practices. It basically means they've got to meet certain standards for quality control during the whole manufacturing process.
So, some reassurance there about how it's being made. Anything else about quality control?
They also claim to use third-party testing to check their product, make sure it's good quality, pure, potent, all that. Adds another layer of credibility, having someone independent come in and verify their claims. Though, gotta say, we don't have the specifics of those tests from what we've seen.
Hmm. Yeah, that'd be good to know. Okay, so we know what's in it, where it's made. What about what's not in it? Do they say anything about that?
Oh, yeah, they do. They're big on the no fillers, no preservatives thing. No artificial colors, no extra stimulants besides the caffeine that's already in the formula, and of course in the coffee itself.
Right, so keeping with that whole natural vibe. Okay, so let's imagine someone decides, yep, I'm going to try this Java Burn. What's the recommended way to use it, and how long are they supposed to wait to see results?
Well, the instructions are pretty simple. 1 packet a day mixed into your morning coffee. Easy peasy.
And they even say it's designed to dissolve instantly no matter what kind of coffee you drink. Hot, cold, black, with milk and sugar, doesn't matter.
Yeah, super convenient. But they do suggest using it consistently for a while to see the best results, something like 90 to 180 days.
Wow, okay, so we're talking months, not weeks.
Yep. They're basically saying it's not a quick fix, it's a long-term thing. You got to be patient and use it consistently to see those supposed benefits.
Makes sense, I guess. Big changes take time, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now we got to talk about something really important. What are people actually saying about their experience with Java Burn? Are the reviews generally good?
Well, from what we've seen in their marketing materials, yeah, there's a lot of positive feedback. People saying they feel more energized, but without that jittery feeling you can get from too much caffeine. And some are reporting improved focus, mental clarity, and of course, weight loss.
So basically, the stuff they're advertising, people are saying it's working for them.
Yeah, a lot of those anecdotal reports, which is a common tactic for these kinds of products. But, and this is important for listeners to know, one of our sources, that javaburn11.pdf document, it mentions something interesting. There are mixed reviews on effectiveness.
Oh, okay, so it's not all sunshine and roses then.
Right. It means that while some people are seeing positive results, others might not be. Some people might not experience much weight loss or any big changes to their metabolism.
Which makes sense, right? Everybody's different. Bodies react differently to things.
Absolutely. And even though they say it's tasteless, that same PDF mentions that some people might notice a slight difference in their coffee's flavor.
So, yeah, not a universal experience. Got to keep that in mind. Some good reports, but not a guarantee. And maybe a little change in taste for some.
Exactly. Okay, so we've covered a lot, but let's circle back to the money talk. We touched on the pricing, but any other cost considerations people should be aware of?
Well, that javaburn11.pdf points out something interesting. They say Java Burn tends to be pricier than your typical coffee additives, like creamers or sweeteners.
Yeah, that's definitely something to consider, especially for folks on a budget. This adds an extra expense to your daily coffee, which could add up.
For sure. But do they offer any kind of money-back guarantee or anything like that to, reduce the risk?
They do, actually. They make a big deal about their 60-day, no questions asked, 100% money-back guarantee.
Oh, so if it doesn't work for you or you just don't like it, you can get your money back. Not bad.
Yeah, it's a pretty standard practice for these direct-to-consumer supplements. Gives people that peace of mind when trying something new.
Like a safety net. If you don't see results within 60 days, no problem. Just get your money back. What about subscriptions? Any hidden fees or anything tricky like that?
Nope, they're clear about that too. They say it's a one-time purchase, no hidden charges, no recurring subscription you got to cancel later.
Okay, that's good. Transparency is always appreciated, especially with online purchases. So we've gone through a lot of information here. What would you say are the key things listeners should really be thinking about when it comes to Java Burn?
Well, a few things stand out to me. First off, got to be aware of the marketing, right? They push this nutritional synergy thing hard. And while the individual ingredients might have some science behind them, the whole idea that they work together with coffee in this specific way, that might not have a ton of independent research to back it up.
Yeah, good reminder to always be a bit skeptical, especially when it comes to those big, exciting claims.
Absolutely. Another thing to remember is that people's experiences seem to be pretty varied. Lots of positive reviews, sure, but also that mention of mixed results. It means Java Burn isn't a guaranteed solution for everyone. Lots of factors can influence how it works for you, like your diet, how much you exercise, even just your individual body chemistry.
Right, so individual results may vary, as they say. And lastly, the cost. Right, it's not the cheapest thing out there. So people need to decide if it fits their budget, if the potential benefits are worth the price.
Exactly. Weighing the potential positives against the cost and understanding that there's no guarantee it'll work the same for everyone. It's a personal decision.
Okay, so bringing it all together, what are the big takeaways from our Java Burn deep dive?
Well, bottom line, Java Burn is marketed as this natural powder you mix into your coffee to help with metabolism and weight loss. It uses natural ingredients, they make a big deal about how easy it is to use, and they claim all sorts of benefits like more energy, better focus, less hunger. But, as always, gotta be aware of the marketing. And it seems like people's experiences aren't all the same. Some good, some maybe not so much.
Right. So it's potentially a simple way to maybe boost your health goals, something that fits into something you already do, drinking coffee. But as with anything that promises big results easily, it's always good to look a little deeper, get different perspectives.
Definitely. And it makes you think, how do these kinds of products fit into your whole approach to health and wellness? How do you sort through all the claims made about supplements, especially when they're tied to something as common as coffee? Good reminder to be an informed consumer. Always do your research.
For sure. And if you want to do just that, dig a little deeper into anything we talked about, we've included links to all the source materials in the show notes.
Yep, all the info's right there for you to check out.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. We'll catch you next time.
See ya.